Recently, I had an amazing conversation on the membership channel with the member who have demonstrated the law with just in such a way where you can say that that cannot be a coincidence, and it's just a wonderful demonstration of the law. And in our discussion, something came up that the couple felt all the emotions that you would feel, like desperation, some hopelessness, some negativity, and some doubt. But they remembered the words of Neville Goddard, which I repeat often, which is that blow your top but sin not. And Neville interprets sin as missing the mark. It's not like the sin of the religious terms. It's the sin that you are deviating from your goals in life. That is, you are missing the mark. And Neville says that blow your top but sin not. That is, if you feel the emotions, feel them fully. If you feel frustrated, let it be. Feel frustration. If you feel anger, yell, curse, whatever. But after that, once you have let it all out, do not sin. That is, do not stray away from your goal and come back to your assumption. An assumption, though false, if persisted in your heart and into fact. This is persistent. It has nothing to do with feeling good, happy-go-lucky and elevated emotions 24/7. That's not possible. But this couple had all those emotions, right? Basically, they wanted to change houses and get into an ideal sort of house a rental house with a list of requirements. They had a lot of requirements, and every single requirement got fulfilled. And they were in a hurry because the house they were in right now, if I'm not mistaken, they had to leave that quickly. So you can understand the dread of changing houses. It is never fun, and you always have so many things to take care of, and especially if it's urgent, it's not a fun situation to have. And of course, they had financial issues as well, together with all these amalgamation of problems. And I get a lot of similar questions every single situation that is being described by viewers and members. Somebody has already done it. Somebody has been through that. But when we are in our so-called unique circumstance, we think that there is nobody else who has been through that. No, people have been through that, and there are many success stories of people who have done it, who have gone through the so-called messy middle, but they have stuck with their assumption, and they have presented faith. As in the Bible, it says, without faith it is impossible to please Him. And what is faith? Faith is loyalty to the unseen. That is, you don't really care about this world and you go to the unseen. What is the unseen? It's actually seen in your mind's eye, right? And that's faith. You are presenting faith to, you are being the person who you say that you are. That's it, your state of being. So question arises that do thoughts and feelings manifest? They are lower level of your state of being, right? Thoughts and feelings come from who you say that you are. If you say that you don't have enough money, you will have thoughts and feelings of a person who hates paying bills and who doesn't have enough money and they need to figure out this or that. See? And somebody who easily gets love in their life, they don't think about being ghosted or being rejected. No, they don't. Their state of being gives them thoughts of, oh yeah, I got this guy or I got this girl, or they're obsessed with me, they will come around. You see how it works. But so the moral of the story from this demonstration is that they felt every single emotion of the so-called old self, which told them, oh, it's not going to happen, or this is not happening, or this or that, And they felt frustration, they felt everything. But what did they persist in? They persist in blowing, not sinning. They blew their top, felt frustrated, felt all the emotion, but they sinned not. And this story is very similar to how when I was buying a flat in Russia, and I made an entire video about it. You should watch it next if you are interested. But the situation was kind of similar, and I felt all the emotions and so-called drama that I created in my mind. But at the end of the day, I kept on repeating an affirmation where I said that I'm with my vision and the vision is complete. What was my vision? My vision was my end. I saw it. I saw living in the flat. I saw myself walking in that flat. I slept in that flat in my imagination, and I said that that vision is complete. So I have the flat. I don't care how, when, where, what all these middle things are how they're gonna happen. I don't care. And guess what happened, right? And the story of this couple, if you're interested, you can join the membership channel, and it's like a 1 hour live that we recently did, and the whole discussion is there. And I get questions about coaching as well, so the link is in the description. And there are some of question I'm being asked, like what I offer in coaching, or it's a little bit expensive for some. So I recommend you guys to join the membership. It's just $10 a month, and it's basically what you're gonna get in coaching. You get live calls with me 4 times a week, 4 times a month, sorry, and you can hop on a live call with me, and I basically answer all the questions that are in the live chat and or in the live call. And so you can basically get coaching and more there. So and it has all the previous live streams there. So basically whatever your question is has probably been answered already. Anyways, so that's the story of thoughts and feelings do not manifest, or they are the lower level of manifestation. Who you really are is not thoughts and feelings. You are more than that, right? You are an individualized aspect of God, having a temporary experience. Thoughts and feelings comes from this persona, the ego that you're wearing. That's not your truth. So you can, but it's a part of human experience, so you can feel them. It's not about suppressing. It's not about, trying to feel good all the time. That will make you go crazy. This is what they say in the law of attraction and law of assumption community as toxic positivity. You don't have to feel good. You have to stay with the concept of self that you have decided that you are. That's all. And the emotions that will come and go, if you don't hold them, you will feel frustrated, but then you will be all right after a while, and it will go away on its own, just like river flows, right? If you dam the river, eventually it's gonna burst the dam if you don't release the water, right? So feel the emotions, but stay true to who you have said that you are, who you desire to be. And then after that, it's almost a guarantee, right? As long as you don't waver, you're gonna see the fulfillment. It's the law. I said almost because we have a weird concept of time in our brain, that we say that it must happen at this time and this, or it's not, or the law doesn't work. But the law always works. Is that we put so many conditions that it should happen this way or that way or on this time. All these conditions kind of create extra resistance. So be conditionless, condition it in love, right? Say that it has unfolded perfectly. It has unfolded in the harmonious way. It has unfolded beautifully. And I have what I want in the most beautiful, glorious and satisfying ways, right? Condition it that way. And of course, at the end of the day, you will be having a beautiful and harmonious unfolding. So thoughts and feelings do not manifest. It is who you say that you are. Consistently staying true to is what manifests. Another question on Instagram recently, a lady reached out and she has a situation where there's sort of an age gap situation. And the person is not committing, and they have this, of course they have this story, right? We all have stories. And all that story is what is, but what they want to be, they have to present faith to that, right? So my advice is to let that story go. There is no such thing as age gap. The person is already committed to you, and you're already with them, and you can imagine them being with you. Now, Initially, your old state of being will say, no, you're lying, imagination doesn't work. Where is he? What is, like, where is the fulfillment, you know? Where's the proof? All of that is garbage of the old man. As in the Bible, it says, the old man is the old awareness. You have to let that go. And if you think your circumstances are special, well, a lot of people has been through that. My personal story is I manifested a wife that is another religion, another race, long distance for 3 years. She's never been to Pakistan, but when she did, my family open-heartedly accepted her. Everything went like, you know, silky smooth. And all the things that you may think of, you know, the so-called problems of all these SPs and everybody is talking about, I've been through that. So, and I felt all the emotions, frustration, you name it, you know, feeling a little bit sometimes rejected, sometimes, you know, this or that or the other. You know what I mean. Felt all those emotions, been through all that. But what did I stay true to? I created the story in my mind that I'm already, I would affirm something like this, like I am blissfully married, the name of my wife, and we are happily, blissfully living together in Russia with ease, harmony, and comfort, and, you know, deep love. You see how this affirmation encapsulates everything. It literally tells the story of who I am. While this story was absolutely false, it did not, when I was saying, it wasn't in my reality. I was literally living in another country. We weren't married, we didn't even meet yet. There were all these problems and things, you know, circumstances, so-called, the big C. The big C was happening, and all that was there. But who I was being. So the grass is very thick. So this lady that reached out to me on Instagram, I would advise you or anybody else who's going through this situation, that drop the old story and tell the new story. And in the new story, describe it exactly as you would like it to be, and stay true to that. Letting go of whatever is happening, the circumstances, this or that. Faith is loyal to the unseen, and without faith, it is impossible to please Him. And do not listen to emotions and feelings, because they are also fake, and they are also from the old identity, and feelings and thoughts require you to give them life, right? Otherwise they come and go. You are greater than those, so you can stand as an observer, watch them, see them, and let them be felt, and then let them go. And then once again, blow your top, but sin not. Keep coming back to who you say that you are, and you are assured to see life change. In one way or another, your life will not remain the same. Your life will absolutely not remain the same. Something will happen to demonstrate to you, one way or another, that because you changed in mind and you persisted, the outer life changed. So I guess this is it for this video. Until next time, bye.